Entrepreneur?
That's a very, very difficult question. I would call that the $64 billion question. How can parents raise more entrepreneurs? Because, most parents want safe occupations for their kids. They want them to be lawyers or doctors or nurses or some other occupation where they know that their children will have a job for life. That's not going to be the typical job of the 21st century. Sure, there are going to be doctors and lawyers and nurses, but even they're not safe because even law firms, for example, are going through tremendous tumult, at least in the United States and the UK. And who knows what's going to happen in healthcare looking ahead. And so I don't think people can count on their kids having, quote, safe jobs at the same place forever in the next generation. And so what do you do to tell your children that they've got to do what's necessary to survive? And I think what they have to do is you have to tell your kids, look, when you get out of school, you're probably going to have 10 or 15 jobs in your life. And you are going to have to be an entrepreneur of your own life. You're going to be a business, and you're constantly going to have to sell yourself, whether it's to another firm or whether it's to start your own business and hire other people. And the most important thing that entrepreneurs, whether they're entrepreneurs of their lives and going from job to job, or whether they're opening their own firm, the most important thing they have to have is flexibility, adaptability, and the willingness and the constant desire to learn new things. Because if there's one thing that we know about the next century, it's going to be that it's probably more, there's going to be more change in the next century than even in the last century. Future shock is here, and in order for you to be able to constantly get new jobs or want to do new jobs, you're going to constantly have to learn new things. So you'll have to learn computer programming, you'll have to learn accounting, you'll have to learn maybe some engineering. God knows what else is going to happen in the next 20 years, but you're going to have an open mind, a curious mind, and want to learn. Because in order to survive, you're going to have to adapt to changing circumstances, and the people who don't are not going to be able to have a place. In fact, that's one of the great social challenges that all developed economies now face, is that they have huge portions of their populations that are not graduating school, and these are kids that lack the motivation or the desire to continue learning. So the most important thing a parent can teach their child is a thirst for knowledge and to constantly want to learn new things.